Child, do as I say, not as I do. And the plot thickens when it comes to this Gregory, you're gonna listen to me, Abbott, pot calling the kettle black out here. As he has now, started really grasping at straws like spaghetti, because he has filed a lawsuit with the Texas Supreme Court trying to fire Gene Wu because he claims that that is who the ringleader is, in the statement stating that, the departure of more than 50 Democrats would constitute abandonment. Now, again, Gregory, you do know that, these people are attorneys, right? Right, many of them are attorneys. You know that these attorneys have attorneys, right? You know that black people are allowed to read. I don't think you know that black people are allowed to read, because you know that they can read the Texas Constitution. And again, y'all, I can't say this enough. Please read your state's constitution. Please. By all means, please. Now you're upset because Big T done told you, look, bitch, tonight I need them 5 seeds. Now I don't know, come hell or high water, your ass better get them, but you better do something. And he is out here scrambling. Now, he's suggesting strongly that you get this done. Instead of having a spine and saying, no, I'm not going to do this, you're sitting here trying to please this man, and you out here filing all this frivolous ass paperwork and not understanding that the Constitution, these people are absolutely upholding their oath, which Gene Wu has responded and said that's exactly what I'm doing, because it's in the Texas state constitution that they can disrupt and do this. Now, of course, you remember Jolanda was one who made her statement, said nobody's office was abandoned. God forbid, we're just out here trying to fight for a democracy, But again, he's just like, oh, y'all are not showing up for work and all other stuff. And it's not a not showing up for work. You will not frame this as these people are refusing to, come to work on some, derelict of duties. They are doing this because here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand, the redistricting and how all of this works. And the fact that, yes, about every 10 years or so, this does happen. They are not set to have this done for another 5 years. So this is how we know that you are intentionally trying to silence minorities, because there's no reason for this. And again, when you all brought this up, where was the maps? There was no maps. And now all of a sudden you got a map, and now you're just like, oh, what? Yeah, you're out here trying to stifle black and brown people from voting. And the fact of the matter is, you're doing this in what some people are looking at as heavily minority brown communities or whatever, saying that, the Latinos are really siding with the Republicans and all the things. And that is not what is happening. Because again, if you're saying that you're not redistricting, according to race, but then you're talking about the majority of Latinos, what are you doing? Exactly. And that's, Goldstein and her foolishness. But here's the thing, Abbott, if you really cared about your constituents and stuff, and this was really super important, to get this done because, this is what needs to happen, why didn't you call that special election when Turner passed? Because that absolutely needed to happen, and you refused to call a special election so that, Turner's seat could be filled, because you knew that that would be another seat for the Democrats. But how are you going to be mad at others when you couldn't do your job? And now you and Donnie are out here talking about calling the FBI to literally be the modern day slave catchers and track these people down and bring them back. Talking about, they need to be brought back so they can go to work. That's not how this works. And this is what happens when you all have people who swear up and down they're patriots and don't understand how America works. And here's the thing, everybody always wants to talk about the founding fathers and all the things. And yes, the founding fathers put these processes together, and you were supposed to learn them. And if you didn't learn them in school, you were supposed to learn them on your own, especially if you were in office. Because being in office does not mean that you're a king, a queen, or any of that. It doesn't mean that you get to do whatever you want to do. There's still processes, there's still checks and balances. And we know y'all don't like that word, regulations, but it is absolutely a thing. So this will be really interesting because this is supposed to, go before the Supreme Court before they are due back in session, which is later on this week. So we're going to see what happens with this. But again, them Democrats are saying they ain't never scared because they didn't abandon their office. And you will not frame it as such. You will tell the truth. And like we all know, shame the devil, but you can't shame it if you are it. America's not a real place, and yeah, we'll see how this goes, y'all.
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.